Hi all, welcome to our new episode. Please watch the video till the end, like it, share it, and subscribe the channel if you are the new visitor to the channel.
Violence against the women is increasing despite tougher punishment. The recent case is rape murder in Calcutta. Why this is happening?
Yeah, yes. See, before that, yes, touching upon a topic which we discussed in the last episode. That's about the broadcasting services regulation draft bill. Okay, in that episode, we said if good counsel should prevail on the government and they should not go ahead with this bill, which would be challenging or which would be a challenge to the democratic principles of this country. It would actually silence not only the broadcasting companies, news media, even the individuals who are making their opinions and views on social media and other forums. Okay. Now the good news is that the government has withdrawn that draft bill for now. We don't know whether they will be coming out with an entirely new draft bill or they will be deleting some clauses from this bill, the clauses which are opposed by many people across the board. So we hope the bill would not come in the same format as was published earlier, and the democratic principles, the independence, the freedom of speech, freedom of expression of ideas would prevail in this country as it has been prevailing in this country from the independence. So that's it for now about that topic. So now coming to our main topic, the violence against women, particularly the sexual violence against women. So we hear and read about sexual violence, rapes, etc., on a daily basis from different parts of the country. Now, the recent case is the rape murder of a trainee doctor, the PG student at RG Rack Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata. Now, women activists, doctors, and healthcare workers are agitating against this unfortunate incident. They are protesting against this incident and they are asking for laws and ways to stop or reduce these atrocities against women, particularly the healthcare workers. Now, we need to understand one thing that this is not this might have become a news across the country because it involves a doctor, but this can happen to anyone actually. This can happen to a woman at home. It can happen to women at any workplaces. And even doctors were alleged to have committed this kind of assault or violence against female patients in hospitals. So the victims and the culprits can be from any strata of the society. So it is not necessary that this will happen only in medical profession. Now, um, this case is being investigated by CBI, and it's had that the CBI has booked a few people, and including one prime suspect who is a civic volunteer, and the investigation has to happen fast and bring out the culprits involved in this horrifying incident. Now, the girl's parents, the victim's parents and colleagues allege that this is not a simple rape and murder case. There are other serious issues involved in that. And they allege that the girl, the victim, knew certain things which she was not supposed to know about some malpractices and illegal activities happening in that hospital. So, if that is true, then this rape and murder would have been just a means to silence her. and they would have used somebody to make that happen, and that might not have been the real motto. Anyway, let the truth come out, then only we will know whether it is only that person or if that is the person who is a culprit, or there are other people involved in this entire um, uh, incident. The investigation will bring that to us. Now, there are few things we need to discuss about. One is about politicizing this issue. So now we have seen Mamata Banerjee, the CM, the party TMC, and the government, but tried to underplay this incident initially, and then they realized that they could not do that. Then they came into action, and the police was inactive when the hooligans attacked and vandalized the hospital after this incident. So now BJP tried to politicize this, make political capital out of this. They accused the CMC for the inaction, and then their party demanded that suspension of the government and so on. See, if state governments are going to be dismissed on incidents like this, there won't be any state government existing in this country, because it happens every day. So this is the political parties should not try to make short-term political capital out of this unfortunate incident. They should try to find out ways and means to stop this kind of incidents happening in the future, and that should be their motto, not the political capital out of it. Now, let us look at some other from this incident from other perspective in general. For example, let's see, we all know about 2012 gang raping of a girl in a bus in Delhi, popularly known as Nirbhaya case, and four of the accused were hanged, and that is that particular rape and murder, and she was not murdered, she succumbed to injuries after a few days in hospital, and this created a lot of furor and anger among the public across the country and even the world. I mean, other parts of the world, for example. And then the government tried to plug loopholes in the legal systems and tried to toughen the punishments and other things to stop this or reduce this kind of incidents happening. Now they made non-penetrative acts in the definition of rape. They made the minimum punishment as 10 years, extendable to um, lifetime punishment, and even death penalty if the victim is below 12 years, and also um, changing or reducing the threshold of the culprit to 16 years for trying as an adult. So these were all changes made. But the paradox is that before these changes happened in 2012, after 2012, the National Board of Crime Records reported about 25,000 sexual harassment case, sexual violence in India. Okay, but after this the changes in the legal system, toughening the punishments and all, the paradox is that it was been increasing. Now it peaked at 39,000 cases per year in the country in 2018, and the number remained almost at that level in the uh, recent years. So, meaning what? So these punishments are not actually helping solve this problem. So one reason can be that conviction rate is just 26 to 27%, meaning three-fourths of the culprits are escaping punishment. Okay, with their money power and the political support. So that's one of the reason that these punishments are not making any impact on impact on people stopping this, resorting to these violences. Now, another thing can be that it is not the punishment alone; it is the mindset of the society. The people in the society and at home, the patriarchal mentality, the inequality status of the woman in the society, the gender bias against the woman in the society are all contributing to this kind of attitude by men towards women. So this is what the political parties should be trying out to try to eradicate this kind of evil from the society rather than making political capital out of it. Now, um, so yeah, so see now, and we will stop this topic, by mentioning one more thing. So just after this Calcutta event, a girl from Punjab was gang raped by five people in a bus in Dehradun. Can you imagine? So, which means what? The entire country was protesting against this incident, and even when the protest is still going on, a girl was gang raped in a bus by five people. So this is what it is. So I don't know what is it the problem of the society or the legal system or the political support and connivance? What is actually contributing to this? This is something which is has to be seriously thought about and addressed.
Hindenburg has come out again with a report, this time on a, SEBI chief. What exactly is this about?
Yeah, so you might have heard of Hindenburg research report against Adani Group companies about 1.5 years back. So they made allegations about Adani Group companies of accounting fraud, stock exchange manipulations, and siphoning of funds, shell companies used, by owned and run by his brother, Adani, Gautam Adani's brother, Vinod Adani, and then of non-disclosure of related party transactions and so on. See, after that report, the Adani Group company stock plummeted in the market, and Hindenburg made a profit from that. So we will come to that later. So now, see, this made lot of this allegations created a lot of discussion in the public space, in the parliament, outside the parliament, and so on. And even the opposition parties, especially Rahul Gandhi, made an allegation that Modi is in connivance with Adani to save Adani from the scandal. So he coined a term like Modani, meaning the Modi Adani alliance sort of thing. So that apart. Um See this new allegations. Before we come to the new allegations, let's talk about what is this Hindenburg. What do they do? Are they an activist company? Are they a voluntary organization which is trying to save? Remove corruption from the society and corporate wealth? No, they are not. They are business company. They are a business. They are into business. See what they do. They are short sellers. So what is a short seller? A short seller is somebody who sells shares at a price and then buys shares later at a lower price to make profit. See, normally it is buying first and then selling at a higher price. So here it's a selling first at a price and then buying it at a lower price later. So what do their methodology is? Their modus operandi is this. They make allegations, against companies. They have proof about, and this actually makes the shares of those companies go down in the market. So before that, before publishing this reports, they sell shares at a price. So after the publication of this report, their shares will go down. That is the time they will buy those shares at a lower price, and they make profit out of. That's what they do actually. That is what they did in the first. So now, but there are some truths in this because they have done investigations and research on these aspects. So we need to think about that. So now they have come out with a new. report. This time on the SEBI chief Madhbani Puri Buch have they offer conflict of interest by having investments and stakes and the interest in funds and companies which have direct and indirect relations with the shell companies that are related to Adani Group and so on. So it's very complicated. Now, somebody has some advocate has approached Supreme Court asking for the status of the investigations. So SEBI was entrusted by Supreme Court that time to investigate into 24 companies they listed as having connection, the shell companies having connection with Adani companies. And so now there's in the 1.5 years, it was agreed that the court it says that they asked them to submit the report in 3 months, but it is still not reported. They said they have made investigation of 22 companies out of 24 companies, but there is no report submitted so far. Then now this raises the question: this new report, Hindenburg report, and raises the doubts in the minds of people that the SEBI is not really investigating into this affair, and they will not be fair in this investigation because of this alleged connections of the SEBI chief with these shell companies and other companies which have connection with Adani company. So that's a very serious thing which need to be addressed. Now there is one more connection that's about the Blackstone, one global equity company which has invested in many companies in India. Now the SEBI chief's husband, Dual Buch, is a senior advisor at Blackstone. Now, the Hindenburg report alleges that there were many changes or the changes in the laws and rules of real estate investment trusts that was favorable to the companies or that benefited the companies in which Blackstone has made investment. So this is allegation which is connecting Bush and SEBI chief to to various allegations. So now the opposition has been asking for JPC, Joint Parliamentary Committee investigation. The government has not agreed to it, and nobody from the government, the Prime Minister, Finance Minister, or anybody responsible, have not made any statement on these allegations. And some BJP leaders have been making allegation against the opposition leaders who are raising this issue as trying to destroy the economy of the country. But it is not them who is destroying. It is the people who are destroying this country. If these allegations are true, is this kind of industrialists who are resorting to malpractices, under invoicing, siphoning of funds, shell companies, and malpractices, and manipulating the stock market, accounting fraud, and all are actually the ones who are destroying the economy of the country. And those at the hem of affairs in the institutions which matter who support or who are in connivance with this kind of industrialists are the real culprits who are destroying the economy of the country. Not only the economy of the country, the stock market of the company. Not just the stock market of the company, the common people, the wealth, the money of the hard-earned money of the common people who have invested in the stock market are at stake. So this is if these are true, if there is any truth in these allegations, and which actually anyway, Mrs. Bush and which Bush had denied having any conflict of interest or anything, and Bush says she has rescued from any participation in matters related to Blackstone related transactions and so on. It's fine. So, but if there is any truth in that, if there is no truth, they should come out um, uh, uh, clean. And it is the opposition asked for the Bush should actually stay away from the the chairperson the role of SEBI for till the investigations are concluded. So now, if this is true, then it's a setback, and for the country, for the economy, and for the institutions in the country. So let us hope that there will be a fair investigation and the truth will come out. And because we still have the doubt, because the investigations ordered by Supreme Court 1.5 years back into that shell companies has still not come out. So let's hope we will get justice. And so thank you for watching our videos. Video, and we hope to see you again. We will be back with new videos and new topics. And please watch our video, like it,
Yes.
subscribe our video if you are a new visitor to the channel. Bye.
Thank you.
Take
Bye.
care.
Take care.